My buddies say I need to have a Facebook page for my business. Do you know anything about Facebook pages for businesses? Facebook pages have a lot of marketing potential. There are over 500 million Facebook users. I know that if you're going to treat it like you treat all of your other advertising, then you probably don't want to start a Facebook page for your business. You can do more harm than good. Nobody said anything about harm. If I'm going to harm my business, why would I want to have a Facebook page? I'm starting to think my buddies are trying to put me out of business. See, Facebook pages are about social interaction. A Facebook page is not about pushing yourself onto potential customers. If you are obnoxious and continually trying to sell, your Facebook friends would hide you or unlike your page. But why would I want to put time and effort into something that wouldn't sell my products and services? It is about building relationships with customers. Your customers need to learn who you are, what you're all about, and what you stand for. Your customers want to be part of your business and understand who they are giving their money to. So what do you mean by this social interaction thingy? I'm trying to say you need to treat this like a relationship, not an advertising campaign. Imagine this was your marriage. You need to have dialogue with your customers. You need to have regular interaction. You need to talk with your Facebook friends regularly, and you need to share details with them, and you need to interact with them. I don't really want to be married to my customers. I get enough nagging at home. And I already have too many chores. I don't mean literally married to them. I'm trying to say you need to treat it like a marriage, where you talk about all kinds of things, and it is social in nature. So if I do all of this, how does it help my business? I don't get it. Well, it gives your customers the ability to learn about you. They will become friends, even if they don't ever physically meet you. It may not immediately result in sales, and it may never result in sales to some people, but you will build brand loyalty and you will build advocate relationships with your Facebook friends. Advocate relationships? Wow, that is a lot of syllables. Can you explain this advocate relationship thingy? Well, if you build a relationship with your customers and Facebook friends, they will become brand advocates for you. They will recommend your products and services. Their friends will see them interacting with you on your Facebook fan page. Some of their friends will become friends of yours. Those friends also have friends who may become friends of your Facebook page. It tends to be exponential in nature, so I think I'm getting it now. You scared me with the marriage thing, so if I create this Facebook fan page and I share cool stuff and I talk with my customers on a regular basis, that eventually it will benefit my business. That's pretty cool, but what do my customers get out of this? Good question. Your customers get the benefit of having a forum to talk with your company directly. Your customers have the opportunity to share their stories. They have the opportunity to share their opinion about your product or services. They might also want to ask questions about your products or services. They will also learn to appreciate your knowledge and trust your opinion on things which you are knowledgeable about. And you can also offer special things to your Facebook fans. You might give discounts or special offerings that are only available to your Facebook friends. Okay, now you're scaring me again. I don't want to create a page for people to trash talk my company or services. I'm starting to understand the harm that you talked about earlier. Well, you could stick your head in the sand and let them talk about you in other places. They will talk about you, whether you like it or not. But think of this, if you give them a venue to talk about a bad product or service, it will give you the opportunity to respond. You can possibly correct the problem, refund their money, or maybe answer a technical problem they are having. Now you can do this in an open forum where people see that you care and that you stand behind your product or services. Your customers will see that you are a stand-up sort of person and company. You can help cement the relationships with your customers by taking a bad experience and turning it into a good one. Okay, so I think I get it. Now the question is, how do I find time to do all of this? I'm very busy and don't see myself having the time to do this. I guess you could look at it from a different perspective. What do you do about your competitors that do take the time to do this and to build strong relationships and brand advocates? They are making brand advocates out of your customers, except they aren't your brand advocates, they are your competitors' brand advocates. It really goes back to what your priorities are. I'm of the opinion you don't have time not to do this. Marketing is not what it used to be. Traditional marketing is pretty much a thing of the past. So, when do I get to sell my stuff? I still don't get when I get to sell my stuff. Well, as I have said, you're selling your stuff every day when you interact with your customers and Facebook friends. Think of it as planting a garden. You till, you fertilize, you plant, you water, things grow, and maybe one day you will get to harvest. It's a function of how well you do all of those things. You can't just walk out into the garden one day and expect to gather a bountiful harvest if you never planted, watered, and fertilized. Do you get it now? I think I understand. I think I will sit down and figure out what exactly it is that I want to accomplish from my Facebook page. Ta for now. I'm sure I will have more questions once I get started. Well, as a final note, you need to follow those guys over at Peak Promotion and Development. They really know their stuff when it comes to social media marketing. They can help you out a bunch.